Yes, it's a belter. Joe Ledley meets the second worst player he's ever trained there. Who do you think I'm going to say was the worst?
Fine saying anything.
Rasmussen,
yeah, he's terrible.
Brilliant. By the way, I need to say, beard is magnificent. I'd give my bollocks for that beard, mate.
Cheers, mate.
It's that's you're vegan, isn't you? You can tell it's organically fed. That. What do you think, Wayne?
Just getting there. A few more years, you'll be right.
I'm 31 by now, still can't grow a beard. Must say as well, big shout out to Balenciagas, man. You're doing it, aren't you?
Heavy. Uncomfortable, yeah.
I play like I've got wearing the Balenciaga, honestly. Right, free agent. If I didn't ask you, I'll get my boys told. Back to Celtic, fancy it?
Obviously, I'd love to go back, but it's all changed now. New manager, new staff, so it's all changed. But you'd never say no to a club like that. I had a fantastic time there.
See, if you could choose, would you like to stay in England now?
I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind going abroad,
right.
Try something different. But in football, you don't really get a choice no more, especially when you're older, 32. So. We'll see what happens, see the options and decide from there.
So what do you do just now? Just sit about the house waiting for your agent to phone you?
Basically, yeah. Just.
Is this the first time in your career it's been like that?
No, I had it 2 years ago. When I left Crystal Palace, I didn't sign for Derby until September. And I was just basically just on my own.
On the dome?
Just signing on, yeah. Just sat there. It's horrible because you're just thinking, but yeah, any chance of someone coming in? I was only turned 30 as well. And I'm just sat there just waiting for the phone.
It's horrible, mate. If this interview doesn't go well, that'll be me. Right, mate, on to the early days. Cardiff, born and bred. Was it always a dream to play for the club?
Yeah, it was. Obviously born there and bred, and all my family are Cardiff fans. So, to come through the ranks to get the opportunity was fantastic honour, and I had some great years there.
Would you go to the Cardiff games when you were younger?
Yeah, I used to go with. Used to be the old Ninian Park. The Bob Bank end. It was. It's like when you come out of the tunnel opposite, right at the top. I was with my brother, all the hooligans, and that for me is when Cardiff was the best.
What sort of players were they played back then?
Carl Dale, Nathan Blake.
Oh, Nathan Blake, he was a big boy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was good. He had some great players then. Sort of when I was getting older, Danny Gabardon was there, Earnshaw.
Good team,
yeah, great team.
So, into Cardiff, 17 you made your debut. Do you remember making the debut? Do you remember if the manager told you were going to play, or was it a complete shock?
No, just a complete shock. It was, I think the first one was Milton Keynes in the Cup. And he brought a few of the youth players there, and I thought, hopefully I get an opportunity. And I think I came on with about 20 minutes to go, and then I was just buzzing just to be out there and playing football. And then the actual main one for me is when I came on against Rotherham. I think we won 2-0 at Ninian Park, and then all my family and friends, it was just a dream come true, and that's what you wanted to do when you were younger.
So did you get the old, you're going on?
Yeah.
How was
that? I think Paul Parry got injured, actually.
Paul Parry, the winger, he was good as well.
Yeah, I was buzzing. Normally you don't want anyone to get injured, but for me, I was buzzing he got injured because there's an opportunity for me to play. So he came off injured, and then I came on, and from there I started the game, and he got injured for a few weeks, and I took his place.
See, being a young boy back then, obviously much different to being a young boy now. How were the older players there?
They were good, to be fair. Obviously, if you got out of hand or got to your head, they'd tell you straight away. I was still doing boots as well at 17. So I was playing with Graham Kavanagh in midfield.
I played against him at Cardiff, hard guy.
Unbelievable, yeah, hard guy. There you go, clean my boots, son.
And you were playing
I was playing with him, and then one of the boys like, bloody hell, you should be cleaning your boots. Playing better than him.
What about his fringe? Something that was
it's good, yeah. It was great.
He was at the Republic of Ireland International, so did he take you under his wing, really?
Yeah, he did. He looked after me, and and I was his partner in midfield, so to be fair to him, he did look after me on and off the pitch.
Did you just do all his running?
Yeah, he just sat there and just sprayed, and I just done his running for him.
Brilliant, eh? But so see, when you're playing in the first team, you're playing week in, week out, is there a huge pressure on you because you're a local lad as well? Do you feel that?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, because obviously what the club is about, and the feel for the fans and the expectation. I think there's pressure on you, and people look at you and demand more from you because you know what the club's about. So it is difficult, especially when you're such a young age and you haven't really got a clue what's going on. You're so inexperienced, and But that's football, you know. Especially now, it's getting worse for young kids. I think, it's especially with social media and things like that. So it's difficult, but you know, it's one of those where you got to thrive under.
So see, if you had a bad game saying you're playing for Cardiff, would all your pals tell you about it and your family? They would. How did you find that tough?
I could take it, but I could understand why people couldn't. But you know, you see in the papers anyway. Back in the day, it was just like your score column. It'd be like out of 10, and you'd have a 5 or a 4 or 7. You just think, you know, have I got 4 here? I thought I played right, but you know, it's one of those things where you shouldn't look into it and just concentrate on your own game. Do
you remember a point being a young player where you maybe had a bad game and an older player absolutely destroyed you? Or were they quite good with you?
No, they were okay with me, yeah.
Be quite
There's a few staff. I remember Terry Burton, he was a small guy.
I remember Terry Burton.
He could lose it though, and I think one game he lost it with me. And I didn't think it was my fault, but then you just sat back and just took it. You know, I wasn't one of those who come for him or argue. Just took it and just basically sat there.
Was it Lenny Lawrence who was your manager?
Yeah.
Were you a bit gutted when he left then? Because obviously he gave you your debut.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, he was good, Lenny. He had some good players in the team. Brought in some good youngsters as well, and you know, he's right Cockney. You could eat him in the corridor. Like, he just loved the older boys and especially us young kids coming through. And you know, I think for me as well, I gotta give him credit because he gave me the opportunity to play. So I was gutted for him to leave. Would
he say that he's seen something in you? Would he pull you aside and say you're going to be a top player? Or?
Not really. No, he didn't like pull me and speak to me much. He just threw me in the deep end and just let me go on with it. And I think that for me was just as bad as him coming over and speaking to me and saying, you know, you could be this, you could do this. You know, you could be in the Premier League, and you know, certain things like that can get to people's head, where he just kept me cool and just threw me in the deep end.
Because I suppose it just shows he's trusting you, that he doesn't need to say stuff like that. He just trusts you to go and play.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that more than words from a manager?
I think so. I think I prefer something like that. You know, just go out there and deal with it and see what happens. And you knew if you've done well, because when you're playing, you know, week in, week out at such a young age, you obviously are doing something right.
What I want to ask you as well, because see, for young players, see when you're playing ahead of an older guy, was there an older guy that you were playing ahead of but maybe wasn't too happy about it?
I think he might have. I think Willie Boland weren't happy. You know, he's an Irish guy, great player, to be fair to him.
Just not as good as you.
Yeah, maybe, but I think obviously you will be gutted, and I think you could see a little bit he was devastated, and you know, that's the professional he is. He wants to be playing football, so you know, I could understand why he's frustrated. But you know, I was younger and a bit more athletic than him.
Keeps you on your toes as well. Dave Jones came in. What was your impressions of him? Obviously, a lot's been said about Dave Jones, but how was he for you?
At first, obviously, when we had the meeting, and I thought that's it. I just thought I wasn't going to be good enough. He's going to bring other people in, other midfielders in, and that's it. But you know, credit to him, he stuck by me and you know, made me captain of the team and played me week in, week out as well. And he's brought in some great players with that, and we had a fantastic time under him.
Why did you think he didn't like it at first?
I don't know. I just thought, because he is such an experienced manager and he's been in the Premier League, I thought he's just going to bring
old heads in,
more quality, and you know, I thought it's going to be hard for me to play here. Mm-hmm. But to be fair to him, straight from the off, he kept me in the team and kept playing me.
Do you remember him telling you we were going to be captain?
Yeah, sort of. It was a long time ago, but I think it was Darren Percival playing. He won in the squad.
Big centre half.
Yeah.
He was a hard man as well.
He was a hard man. Loved the sending off, by the way. Last man.
What, just booting people?
Yeah, just straight red card, like straight through the back, elbows. But yeah, he just pulled me in, and for me, it was difficult because I was still so young, and you know, to be captain, I wasn't the loudest in the change room back then because I was still young, and I didn't really like it as much. Obviously, it was a great honour to be out there and a boy from Cardiff, but you know, I think when Mark Hudson came in, and you know, I was happy for him to be captain. That was better for me, and now I can just concentrate on playing football.
He's at Huddersfield now, Mark Hudson. Yeah. So guys like him and Purse, would they see when you were the captain? Would they give you wee tips and wee pointers, or was it just again?
No, it was just to get on with it. Yeah, it was just all so new to me. I didn't know what was going on, and you know, with captains back then, they organised, everything, like going out and nights out. And me, I had my own mates, I'm from Cardiff, I had my own mates. I'd just go out with them, and it was just too much. It wasn't for me.
So were you never want to like barrack at players and get onto players if they want to do it?
No, I would concentrate as much as I could on my own game.
For 3 seasons in a row, Cardiff finished mid-table under Jones. Was it hard to meet the expectations of the fans those years?
Yeah, it was hard, because to be fair, we had a great team. Chopra, Jay Boothroyd, Peter Whittingham.
Whittingham.
Yeah, left foot was a joke. So it was difficult, because the team we had was so good, and we should have actually got promoted, but it wasn't meant to be, and you can sort of understand why you got the sack.
Chopra's a character, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
How was he? Like the night out?
Yeah, he loved the night out, and obviously he'd have the betting going on. I was involved in the free card table at the back. He'd have the horse racing on. He'd have everything on, but that was chops, and he played better from doing that. He was lively. He had to be involved in the cards, looking at the TV and going back and forth the bus, and he was a character, but he's a great player as well.
Would he take the young boys out? Would you ever get a night out with him?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, we'd go out with him.
And he'd sort of use it. Would he pay for everything?
Yeah, he'd flash the cash a bit, yeah. But, no, he was good. I enjoyed working with him. I thought he was a great player, and he done well for Cardiff.
And Jay Boothroyd as well. What a player, left foot, wasn't it?
Yeah, great
proper
player.
Striker. He went to like Perugia in that, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Sure. He was a good player. Another young player I wanted to ask you about, Aaron Ramsey. How young could you tell he was going to be a top player?
Straight from the minute he wore through. I think he was 16 at the time, and he came training, and you think, who's this guy? And we always used to play young v old on the Friday, day before a game. And he was a joke, like absolute joke. And you just knew he was just tearing the old players apart. Like,
what, just dribbling by them?
Just dribbling, yeah, seeing things, seeing balls where you thought, how has he saw that at such a young age? Finishing, just absolute joke.
Was he confident? Confident boy?
Not off the pitch. Like, he was obviously shy and it's all new to him, but when he was on the pitch, he was so confident. Like, just to get on the ball, he would never hide. And I just thought, he's going to be.
That's a sign. I thought, take the ball anywhere on the pitch.
Even if he lost it, he'd still go back and want more.
See, you being a bit older than him and you'd been the captain as well, did you try and help him a bit?
Yeah, it'd be me, him, Gunter, a few of the players, just stay behind and, do some finishing, two-touch, whatever it is. We'd always try and help each other, and that's what we needed. We needed those sort of players coming through the youth ranks, and, it proved vital in the end.
Would the older boys beat him, Ramsey?
They try and get close to him, but he is quietly quick. He doesn't look quick, but he is quick, and you couldn't get near him at times. And he's a special player.
Over at Juventus, man, living the life, isn't he?
Living life, 5 years, done well.
Unreal. See, when he was getting his move to Arsenal, did that make you think as well? I want to go and play higher as well.
Yeah, yeah, because it was different for me, because I think Aaron only played about 20 odd games. I don't think it was that many, and I've played. I must have been in 100 or something like that, 100 games, and I thought, right, my time is up now. I need to move on, I need to be playing in the Premier League, and you can sort of see the club selling the best players. Aaron went, Chris Gunter was going, and it's difficult then. And I was thinking, I don't want to be left behind, be the last person. So, obviously we had a few bids put in for myself, but it just didn't happen.
Is it just that? Is it the lure of Premier League? You want to play as high as you can? Is it the money and that stuff as well?
Not so much the money. It's just, when you're in that category of the young player, you're always in that young player mode, where it did come to contracts, and you're seeing they're bringing in other players who are on more money, and you're just thinking, wait, I'm captain. I'm playing week in, week out. How is this guy? Oh, just because of your age, sort of thing. And I just thought, that's me. I'm done here. I want to move.
Do you think that's a problem at most clubs? Young players coming through don't get looked after as much?
I think so, yeah. Well, it should be the opposite. They should be getting looked after, because they've been through the tough times, and you haven't had to go out there and pay for them.
Mm-hmm. You scored the winner against Barnsley in the FA Cup semi-final. That must have been a great feeling, eh?
Yeah, it was for me. That's my favourite moments being at Cardiff. Was that It was better than the FA Cup final, playoff final. That was the best moment
How come?
ever. I think it was because I remember they played in the quarterfinals. I got injured. I didn't play. They beat Middlesbrough, and I was thinking I might not play here. You know, it'd be hard for someone to get dropped after reaching the semi-finals. But you know, Dave Jones put me in, and it was just a perfect result. 1-0, just me to score. I just thought it was just brilliant, and you know, what a party after.
Where'd you go?
We stayed in London. Just got steaming in Landmark, and then went straight down to Cardiff Bay. On top of, it was a nice sunny day as well. We were right on top of Salt Bar, just got absolutely hammered.
Amazing, eh? What sort of players were there at the time? Who would have been the characters in that team for a night out?
Steve Thompson.
Big Tom, is it?
Big Tom, oh yeah, he was hilarious. Mad, crazy Scotsman.
What sort of stuff?
He'd just go behind the bar, pour his own pint, try and smash a glass bottle, pint over his head. I remember before when I don't know if it was the final or the semi-final, he's gone to some guitar place in Cardiff, walked himself, bought a guitar, and we just sat there. He just started singing for
Just took the guitar out the shop?
Just bought it, just walked around the corner. You could just hear him playing it down the street. Like, we're like, who's that? And there's Tomo walking down with some guitar. I don't know how he's done it. And we sat at the pub then for about 2 hours, having it off. He's gone, right, that's it. He's just got the guitar, smashed the guitar right up and just walked off.
Oh, what a guy. I love it. A different side of Stephen Thompson. Couple of big names were at Cardiff as well at that time. Robbie Fowler. What was he like as a guy?
He's funny. He's hilarious. For me, it was just great because especially being a Liverpool fan and you think, you know, what he's done in the game, you couldn't speak to him. But he was, you know, gentleman, kind, funny, loved the banter. You know, Christmas parties, he was there. He was good.
You know, poured pints over his head and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, pints over. Or to be fair, we all used to do pints over the head. Just he came in Christmas party on he bought rollerblades or roller skates or something, and he couldn't skate in his life. And he's just falling over like in a pub. No, Robbie Fowler.
But was he steaming?
Oh, steaming, yeah, he's gone. Falling over for fun.
Brilliant, eh? So after you'd sobered up for all these celebrations, was there a wee moment that you thought, wow, I'm going to be in the FA Cup final with my boyhood club?
Yeah, obviously, you know, when you've got over the hangover, you sort of let it sink in, and this, you know, it's all over the news in Wales. You know, we haven't been to the FA Cup final for, I think it was 1927 when they won it last, so you know, to reach that, it was just unbelievable achievement, and you're just waiting because it's such a long wait from getting to this final to actually playing it because it's at end of May, so you're thinking going into games, don't get injured, don't pull a muscle.
Do you think that going into
the
league?
Yeah. So I was thinking this. I don't think we had anything to play for as well in the championship, so it was just game by game. You're thinking, right, stay in it, don't get injured. And that was it.
See, when you're talking about the hard part of being a local lad is when obviously the crowd are expecting, but is that on the flip side the best feeling when means more to you when you get to a final?
Yeah, that's the best bit. Is obviously, you know, for me, it was great. It meant so much just to get there because, you know, at the end of the day we were a championship team and we beat some good teams together. So I was just buzzing. I just wanted it to happen as soon as possible, the final, and you know, obviously the media, you know, bigs it up as well. So,
what was build up to the final like being in around Cardiff, and was everyone buzzing?
Yeah, it was good. We'd done a few songs with Steve Thompson, so we had all that sort of thing. You know, you're getting your suits measured. You're doing.
Gonna get me suit measured.
Yeah. Bloody Marks and Spencer suit.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah.
Mark, you're kicking about in Balenciagas and getting your Marks.
These won't go with Marks and Spencer, so,
what about like, see the days before? Is there nerves there? Not what a lot of people done. Did you genuinely think you could win it as well?
It was a big ask.
Because Pompey were good, weren't they?
You know, they had a great team, fantastic players. Kanu, Diarra.
Oh, he was a player, Diarra.
Glenn Johnson, Saul Campbell, David James, Utaka, I think. So it's a great team to play against. But you always think, you know, underdogs would do something. But that game, it just wasn't meant to be. I think we had a few chances as well. Paul Parry had a chance to make it 1-0. But we stuck at it, lost 1-0, and just wasn't meant to be.
Is it a horrible feeling when you get beaten in a final like that?
It is horrible, but as I said, expectations, we weren't favourites to go out there and win it. And then after, you just think, what an achievement anyway. To play an FA Cup final was fantastic for myself.
Were the fans still good with you even though you got beat?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were brilliant. They stayed to the end, clapped us, and they knew how much it meant to us.
What's your favourite memory, Ninian Park?
Being captain was, for the first time, was walking out the tunnel and with great lads, and the atmosphere. It's the best. It was the best atmosphere ever.
Was it?
When he was rocking, it was great. It was so much trouble as well. Like the whole lead up, because the car park is opposite. So you got to walk as a player. You got to walk through all the crowd. It was just carnage.
Did you play Swansea at Ninian Park?
Yeah.
How was that game?
Yeah, it was good. It was brilliant. Atmosphere again. You just see it building up outside, and then just kicking off inside and outside. It was great.
Is the rivalry massive between the two teams?
Yeah, it's a lot of hatred as well. Like for me, it's it's obviously different now that I'm not there and doing so well with Wales. But the hatred back in the day was big.
So you would take the players that you were playing against and stuff like that?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Even though they're not from Swansea or anything, you just do. They hated me and I hated them.
And we just smash into them,
No, yeah, you try to. I remember I played my first game, actually. It was the biggest mistake ever. I think Liam Britton was in midfield and I thought, great player, so I need to try and get him. I think it was about 20 minutes in, smash, yellow card. Ruined my game. I was terrible. You can't go in for another time. I didn't want to get sent off.
Would you let the other boys who maybe won the fake Cardiff know how big the rivalry was?
Yeah, you'd explain to them. But again, as I said, like the media and things like that builds it up, and it was massive for me. That was big.
Brilliant. 2 bids for Premier League clubs that January. West Ham and Wigan, I think. Why didn't that come off?
Again, I remember, I think it might have been Stoke, actually, put in £6 million, and I was sat, deadline day, I was supposed to meet up with Wales, so I rang him, I said, listen, I ain't coming, I think I might be going. Okay, yeah, no problem, just meet up, hopefully, it all gets sorted. So me and my missus gone for some lunch. Peter Ridsdale's rang me. I've gone, this is all new to me, I've never been in a situation like this, so I'm like, bloody hell. So I've answered it. He's gone, hi Joe, I said, hi, yeah. Tony Pulis for £6 million bidding. What do you want to do? I said, Pete, thank you for everything you've done. I want to leave. Like, I think it's good money for the club, an opportunity for me to play in the Premier League. Oh, okay, no worries, leave with me. Going past, because obviously I'm thinking, I need to go up to Stoke, I need to do my medical. A few hours go past, nothing. Go home, me and my wife go home, look on Sky Sports, they've rejected it. So I've gone to him, why have you rejected it? He said, we couldn't let you go because of the fans would have gone mad.
And what do you say back to that?
Nothing I can say. They've rejected it. I was gutted. I wanted to go. I think I was 21 at that time, and it was right for me to go. And £6 million back in the day as well was a lot of money. You
had the money spent in your head, didn't you?
Yeah.
How hard is it to stay at a club that you want to get away from?
It wasn't one of those where I wanted to leave. Like I desperately wanted. It was. I just thought it was just the right time for the club, and the money was a lot of money as well to make. And then, about a year and a half, then I went on a free.
But do you start thinking in your head, like, what if I get injured or what if I lose form, I'm not getting the move? Does that come into your head as well?
Yeah, you do, yeah. But again, they say, we're going to offer you a new contract. Don't worry, you rejected this, but you get a new contract. And I think, as I said, I was 21 there, and then a year and a half later, they finally offered me a contract. And obviously I ain't going to sign it then.
Just because you mentioned Peter Ridsdale, I want to ask you about the chairman before him, Sam Maman. Do you have any deal? He's mental, isn't he?
Yeah, he's mad. He loved me, to be fair. He loved me. Because obviously, coming through the ranks, he loved James Collins, Danny Gabardon, Robert Earnshaw. Loved the Welsh boys, loved it. So I've came in one day and I've gone in for lunch. I think I was injured. He's like, Joe, come here. I'm like, what? He's taken me down into the kitchen. There's sheep testicles out, like, go on, chef, make us some of these. So he's cooked this up. Tried it. Terrible. He's there laughing his head off, like, what are you doing? And we go in training, he'd be like, James Collins would always be like, oh, Sam, come on, let's have a race. He's like, yeah, no, he's had like 50s, yeah. This is Sam and Man now at Ninian Park. He's like, come on, let's have a race. He'd give him about 10-yard head start. James Collins just breezing, easy money. Everyone's trying to race him every day. He just loved it. Loved the banter, loved being around the place.
Amazing, eh? You missed it in the playoffs by scoring one less goal than Preston. How sickening was that?
That's devastating. It was hard. Because not even just the one goal. You just always think, oh, imagine if we just got that point there. Or, where they've scored against us last minute. Why can we hang on? And anything goes through your head. But it just wasn't meant to be. And it's frustrating at the time because that's your summer over.
Can you still enjoy your summer there? Of course you can.
Yeah, too right. Yeah. You try to anyway, but you end up drinking more, don't you?
Did that fire us up to get the job done next year?
Yeah, I think.
Does that get spoken about the next year? Like we missed it.
Yeah, you missed out. Yeah, it does. You have a meeting and you say, this is what we need to do better, and it's just score one more goal. And that was it. It's easy as that.
Every game, just trying to score one more goal.
Yeah.
As you've mentioned, the new stadium, I played in that game. Absolutely stank the gaff at me. Celtic, we opened it against Cardiff. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think yeah.
You played. I played.
Yeah, I was terrible as well.
I was brilliant. Did the new stadium make a big difference to the challenge, though?
I didn't like it.
Why not?
I don't know. At first, I just thought it was because Ninian Park for me was such a good atmosphere. As I said, you just didn't know where this atmosphere was going to come from. It was all new. It was strange. But as I said, I think you needed that. Changing rooms were much better. The facilities were a lot better, and I think you needed that side of it. But I thought the atmosphere, even still now, is not the same.
See, as a player, does the atmosphere make a big difference? Does it get you?
Yeah,
it does.
It's South
I only play in front of 50 people. But I don't know.
It does make it. It does make a difference. I don't care what anyone says.
So get the old Ninian Park back. Right. You're stripped to the captaincy that year.
Yeah.
Was that because you wanted to leave the club?
I think it was sort of a bit of both. Didn't bother me being captain. Obviously, it was big, for me to be captain because a local boy. But as I said, it was just too much for me. I just wanted to concentrate on my football. And to be fair, me and Mark Hudson are good friends now, and I think it was the right decision for him to come in and do it.
But would the manager pull you in the office and tell you?
Yeah, he told me, yeah, and I was completely fine. I was honest. I was like, yeah, that's fine. It's not for me anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
What about obviously your family and that would have loved you being captain with there, but
yeah, of course. But I'm in my final year. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm going to be there or if I'm going to leave. So for me, it was the right decision for.
See, when all that speculation's happening, obviously your family are Cardiff fans. Was there a side of them that were trying to convince you to stay?
Yeah, they don't want me to leave home. On their doorstep. I can pop over for Sunday roast whenever I want. But they wanted me to stay. But as well, I think they could see the club was changing and for me to move on. But at the end of the day, it was my decision. They said whatever you decide, and we're happy for you to do. Strong
mentality, mate. Right. Finished fourth that year. Before the playoffs, did you think you had enough to go up?
Yeah, this year I thought that year we had enough. We had enough power. I thought we had enough, ability to go there and do well.
Because the players you said?
Yeah, I just thought the timing as well. But as I said, I said about a new stadium, but I just thought it all fitted in. It was just right time to go up.
Felt like a Premier League club. Yeah. Semi-final against Leicester went to pens. Were you always going to hit one?
Yeah.
No mind that pressure there?
No, I quite like that. I like big games. I've always liked big games. I don't know why. But I ain't gonna lie, I was shitting my pants.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking, right, I could be leaving at the end of the season. Everyone scored before me. If there's one person who's going to miss, it's going to be me. And then I'm going to leave.
Does all that stuff go through your mind, really, when you're walking up?
I was thinking, yeah, you obviously want someone to you want, someone to miss, just so it's not all on you. And when nobody missed, I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. And the guys actually got a hand to it as well. But luckily it went in and, you went on to win it.
So see, when you put the ball down, is the heart pounding?
Yeah, that was the only time I felt nervous.
What, in your career?
In my career was that time.
Wow.
I don't know why, but as I said, I think it's just because everyone scored.
And the build up to the actual game, what sort of stuff does the manager do? Is it is there specific stuff like stopping Charlie Adams, stuff like that? Are you given a specific
Set
job?
plays.
Set plays that big?
Because of him, you know, set plays are like, right, don't give away stupid free kicks, you know, because they're dangerous from it.
So who the fuck gave away the stupid free kick?
I can't remember. And you're thinking, fucking hell. Don't score now, bang, top corner, I think.
Who used a better team that day, or with Blackpool? Because you went ahead twice. You scored.
Yeah, we went ahead, yeah. I literally, I don't know, it was a tight game. It was a tight game. But I think we had more of the ball, only because they were 3-2 up. And sort of let us have it, and then we tried to create, and we just couldn't do it. We just couldn't get the other goal. But when I scored to make it 2-1, I thought, right, that is it.
Party time.
That is party time.
Wages are doubled everything, huh?
I'm sorry, I'm going to get a new contract, I'm staying, everything. And, you know, as the script was written, you know, me to send them up as well. But when they scored straight away after, I thought, here we go. That's
so see if you would have won that game, you'd have scored a winner, you think you'd still be at Cardiff?
I would have, yeah.
Stayed?
100%.
It's mad how it changes,
100%, yeah. I would have stayed. If they wanted me to stay, obviously, that's down to them. But I would have signed a new deal and played in the Premier League, definitely.
It's mad how things can change. What about that feeling after? That must be the worst feeling in football.
It was the worst. I couldn't even look at my family. They obviously upstairs. I was crying. I was gutted because I knew I'm gone. Like, you guys have cost me my life. So I don't know. I was just going through my head. I was thinking, well done. Like, I'm leaving now because of you.
Because of who? Anyone in particular?
Yeah, anyone. I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted.
What's the dressing room like after that game?
Horrible.
Does anyone say a word?
Nothing. Even if they do, no, I'm not listening. You're not listening at all. And you just think, what a waste of a season.
And what, did you just go home and lie in your bed crying?
No, we were staying in London actually, because again you organise things and you think, what if we win? You know, we have a massive party. So we just went straight back to the hotel. Friends, saw your family. And then you're just there, just thinking, might as well have a drink. And you just have
pint
a
of
drink.
Vodka, huh?
And just get on with it again.
So, how quickly after that game do you start thinking of your options for the next club?
A few weeks after, I was hurting from it. I just thought, right, I need to get on holiday now. Because the season's so long. You end of May, I think. It's finished, so I'm just thinking, right, get me on holiday as soon as possible.
Are you one of them that's different with your missus or not when you lose a game like that? Like, you offer your missus and
yeah, yeah, I won't speak. No, I won't speak.
Nah.
Yeah, it's I feel sorry for her, and obviously she understands, especially now because I've been with her for so long. But it's a horrible feeling. You just don't want to speak to anyone. And anything she says, you just bite at it straight away. I don't know
I'm
why.
like that with my missus all the time, not just trying to get
Yeah.
so you're on the beach. Is that when you first heard of Celtic's interest?
I was in Vegas with my missus, actually.
You wonder that sad if you're in Vegas.
Yeah. Just have it off. She was pregnant as well, and I was thinking, what am I doing in Vegas with her? And while she's pregnant, I'm going to watch shows and stuff like that. And everyone walking past reception getting absolutely steaming. I was thinking, bad decision here. And I spoke to him.
Who did you speak to?
I spoke to Lenny straight away.
Right.
Obviously, my agent told me about it.
Because you were linked with Liverpool and big teams, weren't you? I remember.
Oh, I wouldn't go that. I don't think it was Liverpool.
I thought you were linked to Liverpool.
No, I wish. But when he rang and I got off the phone, I knew that's the guy I wanted to play under. Knew straight away.
What was it about him?
He just told me the truth, the honest truth. He said, "Listen, this is a massive club. You need to win. You know, you need to be playing, to your best ability." And he just told me everything about the club, the history, the lot, and I just thought, yeah, that's it.
Was there no any second thoughts because it was Scotland?
It is difficult because, again, it's different being down south. You always want to play in the Premier League, you do. And you obviously think, if I can go to the Premier League team, and then it was all about compensation. I have to go to court and they'd have to decide, how much they pay for me. So that sort of stopped a few clubs coming in, and the options weren't the best in the end in England. There's a few Premier League teams, but not what I wanted. And when I spoke to Lenny, that was it. I knew. Yeah, I'd love to have the opportunity to work under him again.
Really?
100%.
One of your favourite managers you've had, huh?
Yeah. Him him and Chris Coleman, they are different, but for me, I think Lenny, he just knew, he's just a laugh, just an absolute laugh to be with, and obviously determined to win just as much as the players.
Brilliant. Dave Jones wasn't happy. He says that you made the wrong decision. Did he ever actually pull you aside and have a chat with you?
Nah, I left. Once I left, I didn't speak to anyone. I spoke to one of the guys, Steve Borley, who was there, who actually made an effort for me to try and stay, and I sat down with him and tried to work out, a contract, but it just wasn't meant to be. I just thought, no, I've made my decision, I'm leaving.
But was it sad to leave, obviously, your boyhood club?
Yeah, it was, because it was my first move. I've never moved in my life, and, I couldn't have gone any further away, could I? From Cardiff to Glasgow. And
did you need to go into the club one last time, get all your stuff and go?
Yeah, I did.
Sad day.
It's horrible. It is horrible, but when you go up there and you see that stadium and the club and the facilities, I knew it was going to be the right one.
So did you meet Lenny for the first time at Celtic Park?
No, I took. They flew my family up as well. My mum, dad, and my wife, and we had a meal. So we had a sit down meal, and we were talking and having a few drinks, and you could just see my family loved him as well. He just said absolute gentleman, and I think then about a week after I signed.
Does that go a long way for a player, a manager?
Yeah, it does, because my family, from Cat, they've never witnessed anything like that, like a club taking them out for food, ever. And they were like, oh yeah, you can get used to this, isn't it?
Where was it, Frankie and Benny's?
No, it was Frankie and Benny. They would have had that though.
Remember when he took you there?
I can't remember what hotel it is. It was nice though.
Lovely, wasn't it?
Lovely.
Did you take the piss?
Starters, like bread. Yeah, bring some more olives out under that. Dessert, pints.
Right, mate, talk us through your first pre-season in America.
Yeah, you were there, weren't you?
Could you believe it? How, because it was laid back, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was laid back. It was, obviously, training was what it was. It was hard.
Training was intense.
Intense. You had to put it in, but he'd let you have a night out, wouldn't he?
Did you like that? Did you like how you would be one of the boys as well?
Yeah, it was good. It was easy for me to fit in, because obviously, a lot of British lads, and it was just a good team bonding session. I always think pre-season is good for team bonding.
When everyone gets to know each other.
Yeah.
What did you got pulled up for at the Kangaroo Court? What was it for?
I was hammering Lenny's gear. I got a feeling he had some tight D&G top on, and it just looked horrendous, and I just hammered him straight away.
And then pulled up the next day.
And then pulled up, yeah.
Remember
I think I got
fined.
Yeah, you two got hammered. What did you two do?
He tried to stick the knot on Bruni, didn't he, captain?
Oh yeah, that's
Remember
right.
it?
Yeah.
What a trip, eh? But the worst initiation I've ever seen. Yours was second. The worst was Chaduri. You remember it?
Oh yeah, that was terrible, wasn't it?
What was he doing? Rapping and dancing?
Some rapping, yeah.
Was he a character?
Yeah, he was good, Chad. Yeah, he was great.
But good trip. Did you love playing for Celtic? What did you like the expectation? Did you say having to win every week? And how quickly did you see that?
It was, as I said, it's the best move I've ever made, the best club I've ever played for as well. And it's like that winning mentality where you got to win every game. Even in Champions League, you still got to win. The expectation is so high, and I think that's what I needed. In my career is that winning mentality. And since I've left, and since I was there, I've always had that.
And do you think that's why now you're happy, not happy just to sit and being a sub and just going along? You want to be playing, you want to be winning. Is that because of your time at Celtic?
Yeah. I didn't want to be, in Derby just sitting there picking up money and never going to play for a club again. I just thought, what's the point of me being here? Obviously, I am going to miss the banter and being around the lads, but I'm not getting paid there just to have a mess around. I wanted to be there and play, but it wasn't meant to be. So I just thought, we come to agreement and I'll leave and hopefully get a new club.
See, just on that America trip, did it shock you, even in pre-season, how much winning meant to Lenny?
Yeah.
Mad, isn't it?
Mad.
Even the pre-season gives you trophies, not...
Normally, other managers would be like, yeah, just get your fitness in, don't worry about it. No music on after a game, like nothing at all. No one speaking. I was thinking, bloody hell, this is harsh. Can't even have a conversation after you just lost. But that's what he was. He was a leader. He wanted to win.
And then that rubs off on you, as you say.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Do you end up like that now with pre-season games? You want to win them, and
You want to win every game.
Game,
Yeah, you get so competitive and you just want to win.
See, just that first season, what did you first make when you seen 60,000 in the stadium?
It was class. It was good. And obviously, you know, with you lads and, you know, the banter, and it was just a good team. You know, I enjoyed being there. It was, you know, the fans were incredible, week in, week out. I was more shocked at going away.
The following?
The following away was just unbelievable. And, you know, it is a great atmosphere. I don't think you ever see that in British football.
You talked about, obviously, the Cardiff and Swansea game, but what was your first thoughts when you were in a Celtic and Rangers game? I think obviously the one with Lenny and McCoist having that on the touchline.
Oh, yeah.
What are you thinking?
I got a feeling I was injured that game.
Right.
And obviously, you know, you see it down the bottom, they were still having a little go against each other. And I was thinking, I don't know what the hell that's about. And still, from this day, I still don't know. Nobody said anything. I thought Parks might drop it in and say stuff, but
It's been
like, yeah, kept quiet. Yeah, I was surprised at that. But all of is the atmosphere is a joke. Because we obviously do the huddle, and then Brownie's like veins are popping out of his head. And you're like, what? Don't know what he's saying. He's like 2 feet, and he's like, oh, you can't hear a word he's saying. So you're like, yeah, all right, mate.
Was Bruni a good captain?
Best captain I've ever had.
Really?
And yeah, by far.
How come? What's he so good at?
The aura about him. You know, you miss him, and it's a horrible thing to say. You miss him when he's not there. No, it is horrible when people say that, but you do. You need him in your team. You need him around the place. Like, he's just that man, that Celtic man, where you just think, if you look at him in the tunnel, he's just, and you think, yeah, he's on it. You got to be on it.
That's what I think about. I've never seen anybody that can get themselves up for every single.
It's like he changes character, because like when he's with us, he's hilarious. He's banter, and then you walk out that tunnel, and that's him. Switch, different person.
Would he help you as a new player coming in? When
yeah, he was brilliant. Yeah, he was great.
Off the pitch, like?
Off the pitch, yeah. Get me in straight away. Get involved, and it helps because, you know, even the foreign players, when they're speaking in their in their languages, English now. Speak English.
Would he?
You have
brilliant, mate. Were you ever on the receiving end of any pranks now? Room turned upside down?
No, I don't think I was. Nah. No, I wasn't.
Did you two get on quite well? Because obviously you played together in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, we got on pretty well, me and Brownie. We had a few good nights out with each other.
Just quickly, just see on your first wee bit while at Celtic, who was the ones on the pitch that stuck out to you? You thought, wow, he's a right good player. None.
Let me think. No, I liked as a midfielder. I love playing with Hooper. I thought he was just brilliant.
Really?
You know, you just knew the minute that ball comes to you, he's going to be there. You can just play around the corner, and he's so strong. Even though he's not like a big target man, you know it's going to stick, and you can play around the corner with him. But
it's that fat arse, wasn't it? Get the fat arse. Good finisher as well, yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of good players. Paddy McCourt was a joke.
Oh, I didn't say that, mate. He'll love it. His feet are a joke, isn't they?
Yeah. He was a joke.
Did he tie you up a few times in training?
Just loved Megs, yeah. Loved the Megs. And he was so quick with the ball. When he didn't have a ball, he was slow. When the ball was at his feet, he was rapid. Strange.
Just got the worst fitness in the world.
Yeah, running he hated, didn't he?
I want to ask you as well, later on in that season, Lenny gets attacked at Tynecastle. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life?
Never. It's a shambles. I don't know how people couldn't stop him, you know, how he's even got onto the pitch.
What's the dressing room like after that when your manager's just...
You're shocked, didn't you? You think... You feel sorry for him in a way because you don't want it to happen to anyone, really. And, you know, a human being, you know, just coming on and just trying to attack you is not nice. And you just think, phew, just let him cool down for a bit. Could you see it affecting Lenny, or would he just shrug it off? No, he'd shrug it off. You wouldn't notice it with him at all.
See, going to places like Tynecastle as well, did you feel that everyone was desperate to beat Celtic?
Yeah, again, I love that state. We used to batter them, to be fair, all the time.
Who, Hearts?
Hearts, yeah. It was a great stadium. It was one of my favourite stadiums because it's so tight. You know, I like I said, Ninian Park, everything's got to be tight on me, and I just thought it was a great place to play.
See, like the Rangers and the Hearts games, would Lenny's team talk to be differently going into these games?
Yeah, especially Rangers. He'd psych you so much. Like, that you're just going out there. You just want to go out there and just kick someone, like smash someone. And that's why he brings the best out of players.
So would he make the Celtic and Rangers games somewhat like Swansea Cardiff games where you end up hating?
You do. You hate him. You hate him. You just go out there and you think, right, just beat these. Just beat them.
Lost the league on the final day. 92 points. Finished with it. Lost it by 1 point. How hard is that to take?
Horrible. It was horrible. To be fair, that season, I think as well, was the best football we've ever played.
You think so?
I think that first season was we were unbelievable. We had Emilio bombing on all the time, putting some wicked balls in. Hoops was on fire. We were good. And I remember, I ain't just saying it, I got injured and we played Inverness away. And we think we lost or drew.
I think.
That's it, season's over. I think we even had 5 games left and we won them all, but so did they. And I knew that was it.
So if Joe Ledley stayed fit, would have won the league.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Would have had 4.
Your first league title the next season, but at one stage you ended up 15 points behind the Rangers early on. Why was the start so slow that year? Was it a hangover for the year before?
I don't know. Just things wasn't working. We were so unlucky. I think we were like conceding sloppy goals, very sloppy goals, and conceding like last minute. And I remember Kilmarnock away. I think we were 3-0 down or something.
That was the game that.
That would never happen. And just things like that. And we came in at half time, and I was expecting to get absolutely hammered. You're looking at Lenny, and you're thinking he's not really hammering us. And I honestly thought he was going. I thought he just thought, I had enough. This is not happening. This is not the way he wanted to play. And you're thinking, bloody hell. And obviously, you go out there, everything just clicks, and then we go on.
See, when he was like that with the players amongst themselves saying, come on, we need to do this for him.
Because you'd want him to go. Everyone, had so much respect for him, wants to play under him. And you don't want him to leave, so you end up pushing yourself even more. See,
when you're 15 points behind, is there talk between yourselves like, there's no way we can win this now, or did you still believe that you could do it?
It was a big gap. I think, as I said, you had to beat them all the time, and hopefully they, got a draw or lost.
Right. Charlie Mulgrew said the turning point was when you started in sit-ups with Danny McGrinn.
Sit-ups, we used to go past. You had like a games room. And then you'd go in, and then Charlie would go, boys, come and have a look at this. We'd come out, and Danny's in there trying to do these sit-ups, but they're so slow and he's struggling. And you're thinking, bloody hell, you shouldn't be doing that at your age. But Charlie he loved things like that. He was
so
great.
Did you do sit-ups with someone, or is he taking the piss?
Nah, he taking the piss there, yeah.
Just back onto the Kilmarnock game. When you came back after being 3 down, how was the dressing room after that? Was there a wee buzz that you can go on a run there?
Yeah, I think from that kick-started us a little bit, and we sort of ended all the sloppiness and got it out of our game as soon as possible, and you could see how together we were from there, and then we just went on to perform better.
How good was his backroom staff? Obviously Gaz Parker, Alan Thompson was there at the time. Yeah,
Parks was the one you needed. If you didn't have Parks, I think you would have lost a lot of players, because when Lenny goes through you, people can go the other way and be, no, I don't believe that. But Parks would come in and then settle you down and talk you through it, and come into the change room and have a laugh. Even if you've lost, he'd be the one who would try and pick you up and say, listen, you need to go again. Where Lenny wouldn't speak to you for a few days, But
would he would
oh yeah,
he'd gutted,
yeah, he'd hate us.
What's the worst he's ever went mad at? Do you remember? You ever get it?
I remember what game. I can't even say the words which are coming out of his mouth. Is that bad? He just basically said one word. You're all the way through the whole team. I can't remember what game it was.
But he
hammered us. Yeah.
Charlie told us about the time he kicked prawn sandwiches all over James Forrest. Were you there at that time?
Yeah. We used to have, so obviously when we finish a game, we'd have the sandwich tray in there even before we've walked in, and Lenny would kick the sandwiches all the time, and he's gone, whacked one. Jimmy's just got all over his prawns everywhere. And from there, we've stopped him from bringing in the sandwiches until after he spoke.
So, would anyone ever give Lenny a bit back?
No. I didn't see anyone. Perfect. Chris Commons did a bit. He'd argue a little bit with him, but not like fighting. Sort of, he'd say, "Oh no, I disagree."
Right.
But that was about it.
One,
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything.
Winner of your Rangers scored the winner at Christmas. How does that feel in rank in your career?
Yeah, it's quality straight out again. I was playing left back actually that game.
Right.
I was fuming because I was playing left back and I was thinking it was windy as hell as well that game.
Did he pull you before it and say you're playing left back?
No, he just he has a sheet and he just rattle off the names, and then every single game, I don't know why, we'd be going to the parks like, what formation are we playing? Like, what? He'd just rattle them off and he'd be like, see you later, and then he'd say it and then he'd walk straight into the back so you wouldn't see the gaffer. And like obviously parks would be lurking and you'd be like, well, what's the team? What formation are we playing? Like what? And then you say, oh, I'm left back. I'm like, left back?
You say that to Parks,
yeah.
Left back,
And I was like, against a Luco as well, and I was thinking, bloody hell, the pace he's got. I was thinking, but we managed to keep a clean sheet and won, and it was unbelievable feeling.
You remember the ball falling to you?
Who?
For the
Oh,
goal?
yeah. I think it was Charlie actually put it in. I didn't even jump that high. If you look, I think I jumped about 2 inches, and somehow it just landed on my head and went in.
The noise.
From there, yeah, it was electric. The atmosphere was a joke.
You secured the league comfortable in the end. How proud are you to win a first league medal?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do as soon as possible was win a medal. And obviously, the league was the most important one, and the first one was the best one because it just meant so much to me, and that's why I wanted to leave, Cardiff and come up there and win, trophies.
Oh, the family up.
Yeah, everyone up, yeah.
Because your dad got taken in by Celtic, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he loved it. Some of the boys he met up there, he loves them. Like
what, supporters or fans?
Supporters, fans, a lot.
Players,
Yeah, he still speaks to them now. He goes to there's a pub in Cardiff. It's a Celtic bar, and you go in there every game, still watch him.
Does he still watch his Celtic?
And he was like that about me going at first.
Brilliant, eh?
And now he's a fan.
Is that what the club does? Does it just take you in? And
it takes you in, yeah. And he was so good to us, and the people, in Glasgow, the Celtic fans, they're quality. They are so nice and they look after you and they just love you just because you play for Celtic.
That was the club's first title in 4 years. Could you sense how much it meant to everyone at the club and the supporters, obviously?
Yeah, you could, because it's such a long wait. 4 years, especially with the size of the club and the ability they had in the team, is a long wait. But finally to get your first one was meant a lot to me.
Was that a good Rangers team you played against?
Yeah, they had some good players actually.
Who was decent?
Davis in midfield, I thought was one of their best players. Jelavic up front. They had a good team. Would there
be instructions for you to go and again put it on similar to Leon Britton? Would it go and put one on Davis or?
Yeah, in my head, yeah, it'd be because obviously you want to be the best midfielder. In Scotland. So for me, I thought he was one of the best as well. So I had to try and get ahead of him, and you do anything you can.
So you're trying to kick him for your left back?
yeah, bombing across like.
Well, where was Zagiri that day? Why was he not playing? The day you scored against Rangers?
He's injured.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Hate playing there,
I hated it. My first ever game at Celtic in the league, left back. And then I was thinking, I've had these meals with Lenny. He sat me down, said I'm going to play centre mids, and then bang, left back first game. I actually scored as well, so it was a bit.
Was there times you'd ever go to his office and like?
Nah,
never.
Nah. Just respected his decision straight away, and I just thought, no.
How good was the team spirit in that team?
Yeah, it was good. We had a good bunch of boys, like a lot of foreigners, but also a lot of British boys, and the banter was great.
We just get a lot of food together, families.
We try and go out as much as we could, as players, but as I said, you got families, you got kids, and it was difficult. But once we did, Christmas parties. Did
you have a Halloween party at your house as well?
Yeah, I had a Halloween party. Yeah, we had a right bash as well.
All the boys in?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Charlie was there, and then around about 1:30 in the morning, I had some American football in my house, and I think I was just lived opposite the park. What's it called?
Postle Park?
No, in the West End. I can't remember where it was. We were in the West End, and then we thought, right, come on, let's have it off then. obviously Welsh, me Adam Matthews, and I had my mate up as well. And then it was against Charlie and some other two.
Was it Gary Hooper?
Gary Hooper, yeah, he took me out. It was about pitch black, couldn't see. We were playing American football at 2 o'clock in the morning, steaming. Right laugh.
Imagine Lenny found out about that.
I know, yeah.
What about Mimo's karaoke as well? Your first couple of weeks, Paddy McCourt said to ask you.
Yeah, I was sort of only been there, I don't think it was that long. And Mimo had like karaoke set up to all the speakers, and I was steaming. I red wine out my nut, and the beers are flowing. I've gone, give it here, give it. Gone, like, so I need a piss as well. I think I'm singing like Stereophonics or a Welsh song, and I've brought it in while I'm peeing, and all they can obviously hear is just me slashing out like. So I think Brownie or Paddy's come in, had to get the mic off me as soon as possible.
Brilliant. Would Lenny ever come at me?
Yeah, I'll never forget. It's probably the worst thing he's ever said in his whole career.
Right.
We played Kazakhstan team in the qualifier for Champions League.
Is that Uncle Andy Carragandi?
Yeah. 2-0 down. So we're at home now. I think we're playing on a Wednesday night. He's gone. Right, if you beat these, we're going out. I'm thinking, right, we got to beat these now because I want a night out. So I end up obviously winning 3-0. So we can't go out tonight. Like, it's 11:30 now. So we didn't go out. We went out Thursday. Obviously, Thursday is going through to Friday morning, isn't it? So, like, he's took us out. We've gone down Drake's, down in the West End, having a few beers. We've got a game on Saturday morning, early kickoff, Dundee United away. And I think he's looking at us thinking, bloody hell, I shouldn't have said that. And I swear, we were just sinking them. And we went through till Friday, about 5 o'clock in the morning. A few of the boys, obviously, we had training, hanging. One of the boys, I don't really want to say who he was, had a 2-day hangover and missed the game on Saturday.
Oh, no. Did you win?
We won 1-0.
Teams that drink together win together.
We were hanging, exactly. Good team bonding.
That's what it's all about. 2012, 2013, no Rangers in the league. Was there a real focus on doing well in Europe?
Yeah.
Did you virtually know you were going to win the league that year?
Yeah, we knew we were going to win it. It was impossible for us not to, really. No disrespect to everyone else, but, you know, it would have been hard for us to lose that. But, you know, our main concentration was Champions League, and that's what we wanted to do. But every season, though, was the same. You wanted to play in that because that makes your season even more special. So
would there be a big emphasis, like a meeting or something, saying we need to get into this Champions League?
Yeah, it would be. And not just that, just for yourself as well. You want to be playing in the best competition in the world, and that is the Champions League. And, you know, you get to play, you know, Barcelona, you know, Juventus I played, you know, all these stadiums where you see on TV and you get an opportunity to play in them is fantastic.
Did you like not having Rangers in the league, or would you prefer for them to be in it?
I prefer them being in there.
Because you look forward to the
old
games.
firm games, yeah, the atmosphere, yeah. You want to be playing against them all the time, really. And, you know, obviously lucky to play them 4 times in the season up there. So, you know, you wanted them in there.
So without Rangers in there, obviously, because of the big games, you need the Champions League, don't you? Because you need someone to keep looking. Is that the case in Scotland? Do you need to keep looking forward to the big games?
Yeah, because, you know, it doesn't get boring, shall I say, but you need that financially as well for your club and for yourself as a player, because you do need to be playing against the best players in the world, and you know, to do that you need to qualify for the Champions League.
How tough, how draining are the qualifiers that you need to play in? Do you think it's right?
I don't think it's right. I think it's way too early. It's, you know, I think in the end, if you're making cup finals, you're only literally having 2 weeks off. I remember speaking to James the last pre-season he was in so early, and it's not long enough. Your body, especially football now, you know, how high and how quick people are going and distance, how much they're running. And to only have 2 weeks off is just, it's not enough.
See, just on James Forrest, he was obviously a young player coming through. Could you tell how good he was going to be straight away? Or
yeah.
Why, just ripping people up?
He was just rapid, just knock it past people and go. And that's all he could do. That's all he needed to do. It was just knock it past them, get past and put it in. And now he's obviously scoring goals, which is main thing for him, and you know he's been brilliant the last 2-3 seasons.
Would he have been the best of the young players coming through?
Yeah, he was the best. Yeah, you could see. Yeah, easily he was going to be the next best thing.
Okay, see, when you qualified for the Champions League, did you think you could give the group a good bash? Be honest.
No, not obviously. We had a very good team. We did have some great players, but these are world-class players, and especially when you got, who was it, Barcelona, I think it was Benfica as well. Those two by themselves, you think.
And Spartak, wasn't it?
Spartak Moscow, yeah.
So do you all watch the draw together?
Yeah, we all sat us down, and we all had I think it was all the cameras and all that was in, and went past. You want the best group, don't you? For me, I thought that was the best.
Well, what's your thoughts when you see Barcelona coming in?
I was buzzing.
Were you buzzing?
I was buzzing, yeah. Because you don't want to be getting knocked out, against teams who you could beat. You want to play against. For me, I wanted to play against the best players.
You didn't play the first game against Benfica, but you did play against Spartak. How good was that? Your actual Champions League debut?
Yeah, I was buzzing. As I said, that's why I moved there. That's the reason I wanted to be playing Champions League football and have an opportunity to do that, and show everyone as well why I've left for this club. It was just unbelievable. See,
when you're at Celtic and you're playing against these top teams, how important is it to be good tactically?
Yeah, I remember we played Barcelona away first time. We've had training obviously on the pitch, and Lenny's pulled us all in. He's gone like, right, come in. He's picked the ball. He said, have a good look at that. And we're like, it's football. Because you won't be seeing that tomorrow. And that was it. When we started pissing ourselves laughing. And it was true as well, because we ain't never going to touch a ball. Just running around. And that just sort of calmed the nerves. And then we obviously done so well until the last minute, until they scored.
How hard is it to play against them in the Nou Camp?
It's impossible. It's so hard,
especially in midfield, mate, because they were so good there.
Yeah, you can see your stats, running, how much running you do, and because you don't, as I said, you don't touch the ball. You're just literally just doing doggies all game, and then when you do get the ball, you have no options. You know what I mean?
Is there boys hiding behind Barcelona players?
Yeah, don't give me that. No, it's great. It is good.
Who was good for Barca that night? Obviously Messi, but in midfield, who was?
Xavi, Iniesta. You obviously see it on TV, don't you? And you think, oh yeah, they're good. But once you see it live in front of your eyes against them, you just think, how the fuck has he saw that? You know what I mean? You just think, how has he seen that pass?
Just always got an extra man on there. It seems like they've always got an extra man around.
Yeah, all the time. Even if you think, right, we got him here, it's like they get out of it. You just think, how have you got out of that?
Yeah, obviously, you said you worked so hard at the Nou Camp. So how heartbreaking is it when they scored in the last minute?
Yeah, it's gutted. We were gutted. But there's so many positives to take out of that game where you think, okay, we've got an opportunity to play them now at home. And I think that sort of just calmed everything down. We're thinking, okay, maybe not as good as what we thought they were going to be. We have got a chance if we can beat them at home with the fans behind us. And we took so many positives from that.
Do you also feel if we can do that with Barcelona, we can beat Benfica and Spartak?
Yeah, I think that gave us a massive confidence boost. Even though we lost, but it was still, so tight.
On to the home game, we done big Kelvin Wilson. I don't know if you've seen it, but he said in the warm-up, he said to Chris Commons, I think we'll beat Barca today. Did you have that same feeling?
Absolute no chance in hell I had that feeling. I just thought, we had Brownie didn't play, I don't think.
No.
We had
Hooper
didn't play. No disrespect to the people who came in, but I just thought, it's a big ask, especially against a world-class team. And again, they play their best, players. Their team was a joke as well. So, I just thought no chance again.
But does Lenny send you out there believing you could win? Or was he going for a draw, or did he? Yeah,
he obviously, I think he thought he was going to lose. I ain't going to lie. I think everyone, they are the best team in the world, and I still think they are. But, obviously he still psychs you up and gets you up for the game. But I just couldn't believe it when we did it.
How is it standing at Celtic Park that Champions League music comes on?
Class. I didn't. Obviously, people used to go on about it when I signed, and obviously I didn't witness it my first year. But when you finally hear that noise, just a rep when the music comes on, it's strange because I don't know why they do it, but it's just so loud. You just think, bloody hell. It's frightening.
Is it goosebumps?
Yeah, class.
Can you see the opposition players' faces? Can you notice it? It's affected them?
Yeah, I think it affects them. But you speak to all of them, they always love playing at Celtic Park. I've played against and with, and they always say Celtic Park is the best atmosphere.
You get a jersey that night? You get a jersey?
Xavi. He actually waited for me. When we beat him, I said, he probably didn't understand the word I said. I said, swap tops. He's like, yeah. But when you think, I'll see you down there. I thought, he's gone, no chance. Coming down the tunnel, obviously clapped the fans. Coming down the tunnel, he's actually waited for me. And obviously I've gone, cheers, mate. You go, no, give me your top. I was like, I don't really want my... What are you going to do? Yeah, exactly, yeah. What are you going to do with my top? But, gentlemen, I couldn't believe it. I just thought, what a guy.
Sorry, on you.
Because, some players would just walk down the tunnel and just be like, see you later. Yeah, after they lost as well.
What was that feeling like when Tony Watt scored?
He's unbelievable. The atmosphere, I think it was like one of those where just nobody could believe that we were winning, especially against the team, and for Tony as well to come on, and actually score as well. I think it was just a great feeling.
Are you buzzing for him?
Yeah, but you were buzzing because obviously, same as me when I was at Cardiff, I was saying, he supports Celtic, he's a local boy, and for him to achieve that, and I'll stay with him for the rest of his life. Whether it was a good thing, I don't know, but he would be buzzing with that.
Kevin Wilson said as well when it was 2-1 a couple of minutes ago, he says you were celebrating throw-ins and celebrating getting goal kicks. Is that the case?
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Did you think they were going to score?
Yeah, I thought they were going to nick a draw. You still just think they had a few chances, and when you're trying to slow things down, and you just think, come on, and then that time goes so long because you're always looking because you're thinking, come on, how long? It just dragged for ages.
See the Barcelona players. Can you get in? Can you smash them? Can you get in their heads? Or
no.
do they
I couldn't get near them.
No.
But
could you give them a bit verbal, or do they just?
Yeah. Only Brownie probably.
Would he?
Yeah. He just goes mad. But you try and give them something, but they just don't. No, they just shove it off they don't understand. No.
You said that Xavi was good, obviously in defeat. Were all the Barcelona players like that with the real class?
Yeah, they weren't one bad team, bad player, sorry. They were all just above. You can see and it's frightening as a player because you think, miles off it. You know what I mean? I think I'm a good player. You'll think you're good players. But when you play against that, you just think, Jesus, way off it.
Was Messi frightening? Go to say he's not as good as everyone thinks.
No, he's for me, he's the best player in the world. But those games, you won't do anything for about 10 minutes, and then bang, you just do something. You just think, okay, yeah. And then you won't see him again. And it's like, you won't see him always on it all the time. It was just like drifting in that game for some reason. I don't know whether just because we defended so well, I'm not sure.
Kelvin Wilson obviously says we interviewed him, he was getting drug tested after the game, so he never got to go into the dressing room at the final whistle. What was it? See, when you beat Barcelona, is everyone jumping up and down?
I was buzzing, yeah. You obviously not like champagne, but yeah, just you're on your phone, you're speaking to your family or your friends, and everyone's just buzzing.
What does the manager say?
He just loved us, loved us. Just couldn't believe it. I don't think anyone, you could see the full-time whistle, nobody could believe it. I think it was just a shock to everyone.
Was that one of the biggest achievements of your career, beating them?
Yeah, easy.
You think that's the best Barcelona team ever as well?
I think it is. They're always good, always going to be a good team, always going to have good players, but I think that team, especially with Xavi and Iniesta, because you're never going to have them again, because they're done now. I think with those two in there, is definitely the best team.
And then obviously you beat Barcelona, knife-edge game, play Spartak Moscow to get in the last 16. Did you fancy yourself before that game? How were the nerves?
Yeah, we fancied it. I think we thought you won't get a better opportunity than this. And, fair dues to the boys. They put in a good performance.
When Commons got the penalty, did you want it?
No. I know I haven't missed a pen, touch wood, but no, I did not. I leave that to Puff.
You fancy him to score it, did you?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's got that power. You just know if he strikes it with his left foot, it's going to go in.
And he's confident.
He's confident. He was flying at the time. He's a great signing for Celtic.
Good player for Celtic, was he?
Yeah,
enjoyed playing with him?
well. Yeah, again, he done well. Left foot. in those situations where you think, right, we're not on it, he would just pull something out, a shot, whatever, left foot, bang.
You think that'll ever be done again by Celtic? The last 16 of the Champions League, the way the big teams are going now, you think that'll be done again?
I think they will. I think especially if you do well at home, if you get the results and win as many as you can, then I think they will, because they got a good team at the moment, good manager, and hopefully they can.
That's you trying to get a move in it.
Yeah.
You won a couple other league titles, but decided not to extend your contract. Why no?
It wasn't extend. It wasn't really talking about at all with my contract. It was sort of, it wasn't one in front of me.
No?
No. This was completely, like, I didn't even know till I went in training. Crystal Palace put a bid in. Gaffers looked at me like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm training, I got training. Ran outside, all it is, bang, bang, bang. I've gone and looked up. Lenny's like, get in here. And I'm like, well, I thought, I've obviously been out or been caught doing something which I shouldn't have. But I've gone in, and he's gone, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going out to train. He said, no, we've had a bid in from Crystal Palace. I think you're going. I was like, what? So obviously then I'm thinking, you speak to my agent. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go at all.
So why did you?
So, I don't know. I had Fraser Foster come over. I had people coming, people ringing me. I had to jump on a plane as well, because it wasn't just as easy as, I had to get on a BA flight to get to London. But I had 5 hours to decide. And they were bottom of the league at the time. And I was thinking, last thing I want to do is go there, play, I don't know, 10 games as you're left in the Premier League, and then go into the Championship with Palace if we go down. So obviously I've got all my stuff just in case, so when I'm getting my stuff, I'm starting getting emotional. It's like, I don't want to leave. And obviously Adam Matthews coming up, he said, all the best, John. I don't know why, I just started crying. I was like, I don't want to leave. So
but is this in your house, sorry?
No, this is a training ground.
Training ground,
but
yeah.
only him saw me, because I think we had a recovery or something. He did. And I got in my car and I was like, everything was just going through my head. I was thinking, what am I getting emotional for? And he would tell you as well. And then I've driven home, and then I was in two minds. Then my agent just said, I need you to decide now what you're doing. Then just decided to go.
So what did you need to phone Lenny and tell him you were going?
Parks was on me all the time. Obviously, nobody wanted me to go. I didn't really want to go. It was just one of those where I thought, again, 27, I need to play, as I said earlier, if I'm being down south, Premier League is where everyone wants to play. And I thought, this is the only time now. If I don't do this, I'm never going to play there again. So I decided and I went.
Do you regret leaving?
No, not now. I thought it was the right time. Obviously, if I left and we got relegated, I'd be hating myself. I'd hate it. I'd be gutted. But, I had 3.5 years there in the Premier League and, kept them up for the first time, I think, in their history.
You kept them up,
Just me. No, but we had a great team. Again, it was similar to Celtic. The boys were brilliant. They're all British, foreigners joining involved in the banter. It was class, and I just had to do it, and I don't regret anything.
Just looking back, how do you look back on your time at Celtic?
I loved it. Loved every minute, and I have no regrets whatsoever. It was by far the best move, the best club I've ever played for, best fans. So,
did you ever get back up to games in it now?
I've never been to Celtic Park since I left.
Really?
We went to watch them in Hampden, semi-final against Rangers. But that's the last time. I haven't gone back since.
Okay, Premier League with Palace, as you said, was the Premier League what you thought it would be? As good as you thought it would be?
No. It's overrated than what people make out, I think.
Really, yeah?
Yeah, I think when I first went there, it was a bit okay. It was not as big as what I thought. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be harder. You have more time on the ball than Championship and SPL, especially if you're playing away against certain teams. But I thought the Premier League, you have more time on the ball. I don't know. It was just overworked in the end. I just didn't think it was that hard.
See, when you're not expected to win every week, does that make it easier or harder?
That's it. Again, yeah. I didn't. Again, you are going to teams and you're thinking, right, keep the score down to 3. People are thinking, and I'm thinking, no, you need to be winning. You know what I mean? Even though against Man United, Arsenal, you still got to be going out there and trying to win games.
Do you think that mentality, you coming in January, helped the club?
Hopefully, I don't know. Obviously, it's down to the players to decide that. But I wanted to go there, and again, we had to win. Otherwise, we're going down. We're in such a bad situation where we had to go on a winning streak, and we managed to do that. And then, Tony Pulis has just arrived there as well, and he was brilliant with me and great with the players, and just basic, get it, launch it up there, get your second balls, and everyone bought into it. And you had to, because if you didn't, even if you were the best player, you wouldn't be playing.
Did he always wear his wee cap?
Yeah, I wanted him in a flat cap. I wanted to see him or rather backwards one game, but he wouldn't do it.
So is he ruthless, Tony Pulis? If you're not doing it,
yeah.
Doesn't matter who you are.
That doesn't matter. If you don't run for him, if you don't work, if you don't put the performances, you're out. Simple as that.
How good the guy who was good at Palace? Zaha? Was he there?
No, Balassi.
Balassi, oh wow.
Yeah, Balassi, he was a nightmare to train against. Like,
what, you would just take the piss at him?
Yeah, step overs. You got these big size 10s, like he's stamping on people's feet. He's doing all these tricks, and he's strong as well. And you just think, what a player he was. When
did you think you could stay up at Palace? Because obviously you said you were miles off it when you first joined.
I went there and I played my debut. We won. And I can't remember. I think we went out one spot, and I was thinking, right, if we get a few more results, and we went on some mad. I think we won 5 on the bounce. And then we needed to go to West Ham just to get a point. And we reached 40, and then when you reach 40, I thought, that is it. We're secure, and we done it.
Is that feeling
until you actually know mathematically you're safe? That was it.
Is that feeling of staying up just as good as winning trophies?
Nah, you want trophies the best. Lifting a trophy, that would always be the best. But it was still a great achievement for me because, I didn't want to get relegated, never been relegated. I just didn't want that on my CV. And, it was hard for me. Like I said, if I went there and got relegated and went to the Championship, I'd have been gutted. And I didn't want to go back to the Championship where I went there with Cardiff.
Here's a tough question for you, ready? That Celtic team that you were in, beat Barcelona, how would they have done in the Premier League at that time you went to Palace?
Would have been better than Palace, I think. We would
so?
have been mid-table like we were. And especially, playing at Celtic Park and the atmosphere would always help. But I think that squad we had, we'd be up there. Not saying like win the league or anything like that, but we wouldn't be relegated.
After Pulis, you had Warnock, Pardew and Allardyce. During that time, how did you find talk us about the 3?
Warnock was class.
Warnock was
class, yeah. I liked him.
Old school.
Old school, nice guy. Said how he was. If any of you don't want to come in or got family issues or someone's ill, just ring me. Don't bother. He was just sort of family. He was class, and training was good, and people enjoyed him. It just, unfortunately for him, it just didn't work out, and it was so hard trying to replace, what Pulis done. And, I did feel sorry for him in a way, but it just wasn't meant to be. And obviously he's done well now at Cardiff.
Can Warnock go if he's not here?
Yeah, he can lose it, but yeah, he can. But
good laugh as well.
Yeah, he's great.
What about Allardyce? Why do you think Allardyce does so well at keeping clubs up?
Again, basic. He come in, tell you what to do, and if you don't do it, you're out as well. 4-4-2, hit it long, get the second balls. Simple as that.
See, like the managers who have obviously had great careers, they've been in about the Premier League. How would they compare to Neil Lennon? What do they do better? Or?
I think obviously with Lenny, he's inexperienced still. He's experienced now. He's obviously, these guys have been in the game, Pulis for so long, and I think that's where Lenny will get better. Obviously managing as many times as he can. Mm-hmm.
Last one on Palace. The atmosphere there is great as well. How good are the fans at?
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. They got that section behind the goal, and for me, it's the best in the Premier League by far. Obviously, you go to Arsenal, it's dead, even though you got 50,000. Man United is dead. Is
it dead at the big stadiums? Is it?
Yeah, it's not all what it is supposed to be, but it's quiet. But Palace, again, because it's old school fashioned, stadium. It's all on top of you and right close to the pitch, and it's good atmosphere.
Right, mate. We're just going to talk about Wales Euro 2016. How mad was that summer when you look back at it now? Can you believe how well you've done?
No.
What was going over there? What was the objectives? Great word, objectives.
That is an intelligent one. That.
Good, isn't it?
For me, it was different because I fractured my leg, so I knew I wasn't going to. I was touch and go for the first game, so for me, it was again in a selfish way not to get injured, because I've played every game in the qualifiers and managed to qualify, and then typical me fractured my leg, so I just wanted to go out there and play. And then I think we played Slovakia first game, and it was 1-1. And the gaffers pulled me in and said, "Fucking hell, we're under the cosh here. Get in there, get on, and start playing and make sure we don't lose, because you need to get off to a good start, otherwise you have." So I get on. I think it was about 5-10 minutes into it's come into me. I've played Ramsey in. He's done some weird trick, but lost this to Hal Robson-Kanu, who scores, and then from that win, it sort of just set the tone, because he needed to win. I think if we drew even that, we wouldn't have done it.
So you've won Celtic League, you've kept Palace up, and you've got Wales to
myself.
You're the man,
I'm the man, aye. You know what I mean? And I'm unemployed. What's going on here? That's
come on,
right there.
But you obviously mentioned Coleman as well. How good is he at man management? Is that what you need to be as an international manager?
Yeah,
a good man manager?
You do. Because, as you said, you're 10 days, on camps away from your family. You need that togetherness as a team. And it was. We had a right laugh. He was like a stag do. No lie, I swear to down.
So we just get a few drinks in between games?
Oh, yeah. We played Northern Ireland in Paris. And we were like, right, if we win this, we're in the quarterfinals. So we managed to scramble a win straight to the bar, after the game. We were off it till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Everyone's hanging. Woke up the next day, everyone's hungover. Got Belgium, and you're thinking,
I should never have
we've done brilliant. We're happy, and then we absolutely outplayed them off the park.
These are brilliant. I remember watching it on holiday. Huh?
But again, we allowed a drink all the time whenever you wanted to. After games, you have a drink. Everyone had a drink.
Big Coleman as well.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Is he good in the dressing room, Coleman?
Yeah, he just loved the banter. He loved the banter. We had kangaroo court out all the time, every day. Someone would be up. It was just like you're on all day with your mates.
Because I think quite a lot of players say it's boredom that does them in international. Do you think it is important that he's staying live?
Yeah, it is, because you'd get so bored and you just go to your room and you're just just looking at the time, trying to tick the days off, but we did not want to leave. We wanted to stay as long as possible, and it was class. I think if you ask everyone, they loved it.
Would the ball boy, Big Gareth Bale, get involved in all this as well?
Yeah, it'd have to. Yeah, obviously, kangaroo court. If you're caught doing something like leaving your sloggies or something like that with the kit man, you'd have to do some stuff. You roll a dice. It was 1 to 6, obviously. And I can't remember, one was make coffee, one was a phone call, one was dance, one was sing, and one was get out of jail and some other things on there. But I was up there obviously a few times, so I had to do some phone calls. But no, it was brilliant. We all had teams and we're all doing quizzes and having a right laugh.
What's Bale like?
So really down to earth.
Is he?
So down to earth, you just think it's mad. What he's achieved in his life and football is just incredible.
How good is he in training and games? Does he do things that you just...
This is the best thing, because when you go away in a campaign, you only have 10 days, and he would play on Sundays and a few days off, and then you only see him now and then in training. Where in the Euros, you constantly saw him every day for over a month, and you just think, this guy's a joke. He was on it as well, and he was just...
So obviously you said Ramsey was top. Is he even another level?
Yeah, he's different.
What's his routine like? Is it total professional?
Yeah, he's professional. He drink, but he has got a sweet tooth.
Does he?
He loves his chocolate.
Right.
Loves it.
But then he works hard.
But yeah, exactly. He looks after himself and he is a professional.
Just on the Belgium game, what are your memories of that night?
It was, again, it was just unbelievable. Like, Belgium, with their team as well, and their expectations to go on to win it, and I think we went 1-0 down as well at first. There was a scream, and we just thought, I was thinking, right, that's it, that's our time up. We've had a long run in here. But once that went in, I think we started to play some good football and just battered them from there, and then just went on to win the game. And you just think, semi-finals of the Euros, come on then, let's have it off then. And then just wasn't meant to be.
See, after the semi-final, was there tears?
I was gutted, yeah. I was gutted. I was crying again.
Well, yeah.
I was getting married actually a few days later. I was gutted.
So what happened if you got to the final? Wedding cancelled?
It'd have to get cancelled, yeah. Brought back
Bet you're devastated.
Few days. Yeah, that's why I was crying.
That's why you're crying.
What's our missus? Oh no. But you want to go there, you want to be in the final, you want to be a finalist, you want to get a medal. And it's just that one hurdle you just couldn't. I was gutted. But again, people say, you can look back and it was, great achievement. Yeah, it was. But you still want to be in the finals.
How was it coming back to Wales after it? Is it mad?
I didn't come back. I went to Ibiza. I was getting married. Yeah.
What about eventually when you come back are you a hero?
Yeah, you're a hero. Yeah, they loved you, and they always still bring it up now. A few years after, and they always say, thank you, what you done in the Euros and stuff like that. And a nation so small and passionate, they love you. And
Giggsy's the manager now. How is he? Good?
Yeah, he's good. I haven't had much time with him, but obviously I played with him when he was a player with Wales, and it's an opportunity for him now to hopefully do as well as what he wants. And
as long as he doesn't stop those stag do's when you're away.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll stop that, won't he?
Nah,
He'll be in amongst it.
Get the boys involved.
And what now, mate? Just looking for a new club?
Yeah, looking for a new club. Obviously, it's only been a few days, so I have to try and train on my own and get fit.
Mate, I wish you all the best. Thanks very much.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Joe. Thank you.